And hello, Cougar fans. Can you hear me, Matthew?
Hear you just fine.
Okay. Cougar fans, I am Aaron Ring. I'm joined here with Matthew Miller tonight, Nate Carlock on the computer, and Samuel Smiley on the camera. We will be doing a home game, your McLean County Cougars versus Webster County Trojans. I know my stuff. And Matthew, would you care to give us our starting lineups?
All right, so starting for the Cougars right now, we got number 2, Jacob Clark. We got number 25, Braden Bishop. We got 32, Isaac Springer. And number 35, Logan Patterson, along with number 3, Trey Englehart. And so the Cougars, they had a tough loss against Muhlenberg County recently, and I think they're going to overcome it. That's not them playing how they usually play. That was just a bad game by them. But hopefully they can come out here and do some good things tonight.
Yeah, I have full confidence in my McLean County Cougars. Trying to get a picture of a roster.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing right now. And so Cougars win the tip, and that'll be over and back right away. So not quite the way you want to start the game. Pass inside, and that first shot is missed by Webster County. So here comes Braden Bishop with the ball now. 2019-2020 boys basketball. I got it.
Oh, I've got it. I'll send it to you.
Okay. That way I don't have to keep pulling it back up every time it goes away. And Englehart with the ball at the free throw line now gets it over to Bishop, who gets it to Clark. Springer in the corner. Back to Springer.
T3 and pass
Patterson
to
from the free throw line. That shot is just short. And here come the Trojans the other way. Allen kicks it out. And that's Camplin for 2. No good. Patterson with the rebound. Here come the Cougars.
No, I might have the incorrect roster because I'm not. Or no, that says 33, doesn't it? Never mind. Allen and number.
That's Camplin for the layup, and that's no good. And that one is good. So the Trojans scored first, making the score 2-0. I think this may be the wrong one. Why is there not a 32 on the roster? Clark for 3, and that 3 is no good. Englehart goes for the rebound, unable to come up with it.
There's 2 30s, though, on the roster.
I'm just going to use this one because I know it's right. Springer with the ball now at the top of the key. He drives in. Gets it back out to Clark. Clark looks into the lane. Gets over to Bishop. Bishop free throw line. Shot is up and good. So the Cougars answer back with 2 points of their own, tying up the game 2-2.
Did you send me the roster, man?
Yeah, that one's right.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I have no idea what
That's
I was
Camplin
on.
for a deep 3, and that one's good. So Trojans go up 3, 5-2, with 5:24 left to go in the first quarter. Bishop, his pass to Clark is stolen by Camplin. Here he goes on a layup, and Camplin's layup is good, and that's a foul by Clark. So Camplin going to the line with a chance at a 3-point play on the and one there. And the Cougars will take a timeout. And we'll take a break, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, Buck Creek Baptist Church, for sponsoring this game. And Austin Harbison will be with us shortly, by the way, so you can look forward to that, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Camplin will be going to the line to shoot a free throw after that 2 points and a foul he had earlier. And as per usual, Armando Rodriguez would like us to let you know that he's in the building. So if you're in the building and you like Armando,
He's here.
he's here. So yeah, there you go. And it looks like Brady Dame's going to the scores table to check in. And that'll only make 4 for the Cougars. As Braden Bishop is out and Jacob Clark is somewhere. And now Springer's walking to the bench. Oh, they're just getting blood wiped off Bishop. That's the problem. So after they get that cleaned up, we'll have 5 players on the court.
Is it his own blood?
I don't know. It doesn't look like he's bleeding anywhere. I think it was Clark maybe that was bleeding.
Oh, maybe.
And so that's why Clark went to the locker room.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And now they're cleaning the blood off Bishop. But it didn't look like Clark was very hurt, just like he got cut somewhere. He should be fine.
Your Cougars trail by 7. Or not 7, sorry. They trail by 5, 7-2. But I still have confidence in them. Game just started. Camplin looks like someone we're going to have to look out for, Matthew. He's been kind of just stealing the ball and doing whatever he pleases.
And Clark tries to run out back onto the court after coming from the locker room, and they make him go to the bench. And so Camplin, his and one free throw is up, and it's good. So Trojans lead 8-2 after a quick few points there, and that's a steal right away as Jaden Arnold loses the ball to Harmon, and that'll be Wynn for 3. That shot is no good off the top of the backboard, and here comes Englehart. Englehart drives in, goes up. And he has the ball stripped out of his hands as he's going up with it there. That's Allen driving in, and Brady Dame hits it out of his hands before he can go up with it. So good play there by Dame, preventing 2 points for the Trojans. As Phillips checks in for Arnold, and Springer will check in. Not quite yet. He just walks over to the scores table. Allen passes into Wynn. Wynn for 3, and that 3 is good. And so the hot start continues for Webster County as they take off 11-2. And hopefully this is not a similar story to what we saw against Muhlenberg, as they also started very hot. And Patterson goes down trying to post up. Loose ball bounces off Patterson's head. Cougars come up with it. Phillips thinks about a 3, gets it inside to Englehart, over to Patterson, and there's 2 points. He missed the layup. Patterson goes back up with it, and he is fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. I called that 2 points a little too quickly there.
Yes, you did, Mr. Miller.
And I just want to thank the concession stand for the great service they have going on here.
Did you say last one?
I just got a cheesy McLean delivered to the press box by James Hurley.
The last one. I was going to go get me one.
The last cheeseburger. So that's great service right there.
The last cheesy McLean. Wow. How much you want for it?
$10. And Patterson.
That's unreasonable.
Patterson's first of 2 free throws is up, and it is good. So he knocks down the first one there.
Nick Carlock says that it's not unreasonable.
I mean, if it's the last one, it's the last one. Supply and demand. All right, and Patterson's second free throw is up. And that one is no good. Rebound for Camplin. So here comes the Trojans. And the Hills take the ball back and set up the offense. Allen on a pick and roll, and Patterson pokes the ball loose as Bishop chases it down. Camplin comes up with it. Passes over to Harmon. Gives it to McNaughton. Camplin for three. Off a pick, no good. Brady Dame with the rebound, gets it to Patterson. Over to Bishop. Bishop to Clark, and the Cougars will set up here for offense. Inside pass to Dame. Dame, nice pass to Clark, and that shot is no good as he was just a little bit under the basket. Let me try to take some of that static away. There we go. And that pass is almost out of bounds as McNaughton gets it back out to Camplin. Camplin off a pick, gets it to Allen for three. And Allen, the big man, knocking down a three.
Yeah, there are quite a few. They have a lot of big kids on their team, Matthew. They make some of ours look a lot smaller.
You know, like Brady Dame is usually a huge guy, but Allen is just oversizing him down low right now. And I've seen multiple players for Webster County hit the three, and that reminds me of Ohio County's team and how they're able to, like every player on the court's able to knock down threes, even like the center and the forwards. And so Brady Dame with a good defensive play and a rebound. So here come the Cougars, hopefully able to answer back with some points. Dame drives, 2 points up short. Rebound for Harmon. Cougars have defensive numbers. That's McNaughton. He thinks about getting inside the lane. He drives, and that's a block for Dame. And that three is no good. Lynn comes up with the rebound. McNaughton goes back up. 2 points for Webster County. So the Cougars will start out down 16-3. And Coach Lynham will take a timeout following that. So hopefully the Cougars can get things going on offense, and we'll take a break. And we'd like to thank our sponsor, B.F. Evans Ford, and we'll be right back. We are the McLean County Sports Network. And we are back. And hopefully the Cougars can get the offense going here. As it just looks like, I don't know. It doesn't even seem like we're playing. It doesn't really seem like Webster County's scoring all that much. It's just that we're not scoring. And so Springer for three. That one's no good. And we can't seem to take the lid off the basket right now. McNaughton, deep two, no good, short. And Allen will tip it out of bounds. Cougars ball. That's Geary checking in for McNaughton. Dame with the ball in the wing, thinks about driving. He gets it to Springer in the corner. Dame off the pick and roll, and that's a wide open Jacob Clark, who is fouled, is hit before he can go up for two there. So Clark going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And hopefully the Cougars can get some points there as we're down a few right now. And his first free throw is up, and that one is good. Cougars down 12, 16-4. And that second free throw, it's good as well. So Clark with a productive trip at the line, coming up with 2 points. Allen, corner three, and that's good. So another three for the Trojans, and I think that makes 5 on the night.
Well, yeah, they're a pretty good three-point shooting team all across
And
the.
there's
Speaking
Clark.
of that,
Clark's knocking down a three, so Cougars down 11 now, 19-8. It's good that the Cougars are finally getting some points on the board as there's 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Hopefully this will move into the second.
I would say Clark is probably our most reliable three-point shooter, Matthew.
Well, last year he broke the three-point
Yeah.
record, and it took him a while to get it going this year, but in the later games he shot really well from three. And so the Cougars will have 10 seconds to score here at the end of the first quarter. Springer goes off a pick. Nice move by Springer, getting to the elbow, and 2 points. So great offensive play by Springer. And time will expire before the Trojans can get off a shot. And so the Cougars down 9, 19-10, which after we were down 16-2, it looked like it could have gotten pretty bad.
I was glad to see that little burst of momentum towards the end there.
Well, we just couldn't get a shot to go in, but getting a few shots to fall there, that should really help us going into the second. And we'll be right back when the second comes, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, Buck Creek Baptist Church. We'll be right back. And here we go, starting the second quarter. The Trojans will take the ball out. As the referee works out a problem at the scores table. I don't know if there's a problem, but he's over there talking to the scores table and maybe asking them how their day was. And Geary will take it out to Camplin now. Camplin off the pick. Gets it to Geary, over to Allen. That's Camplin in the corner. Geary at the elbow, back out. That's Allen at the elbow, back out to Geary. And Brady Dame, if that pass would have got through, it would have been to a wide open McNaughton. So great deflection by Brady Dame, getting that pass out of bounds and saving 2 points there. And good ball movement here by the Trojans, and they're definitely not rushing shots. They're waiting to get a good open shot. And that's Lynn with the ball. He gets it over to Geary. And Geary to Camplin. And good defense by the Cougars as the Trojans have not been able to find an open shot. That'll be Geary for three, and it rolls in. Englehart gets it to Springer. Springer, oh, what a move. The shot's no good, though. That's McNaughton on the rebound. Here come the Trojans. Camplin looks to drive. Brady Dame swats it away hard. Here comes Bishop the other way, gets it to Dame. Dame on the layup, no good. Englehart can't come up with the rebound. Thought maybe that should have been a foul with the body as Dame tried to shoot the layup there. It looked like he got pushed from the back.
We have just been missing our just a lot of our
missing shots we should make.
Yeah.
And that's McNaughton in the corner for three. No good. Dame comes up with a rebound. And they're going to call it a jump ball.
Like, we're playing a team as big, and I've heard that they're pretty good. I'm not exactly sure what their exact record is, but I feel like we just need to make layups, you know, Matthew?
Yeah, it's just like plays we should make. And, they look they're 16-2 right now, so that's a pretty good win-loss record out of 18 games.
That would be awesome if we could stop them tonight. Cougars are down by 12 currently, but
Clark for three, and that three is good. So the Cougars down 9 now, 13-22, and if we can get Clark going, we could definitely win this ball game.
I always think if we can get it within 5, our spirits will be, you know, pretty good.
And McNaughton puts it in for 2 points there and one. He'll be going to the line to shoot a free throw and have a chance at a three-point play. Cougars down 11 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. And the free throw is up, and it's good. So the Trojans go up by 12, and they answer Clark's three with a three-point play. Springer gets it to Clark, over to Patterson, and Patterson had a chance of getting it to Englehart for what looked like would have been an easy 2 points, but the pass is deflected out of bounds. But I say easy 2 points, and we've missed a lot of shots around the basket tonight. Englehart deep to Little long. And that's uncharacteristic of Englehart to miss a mid-range shot.
Yeah, I think they just got him a little psyched out tonight. I mean, 16-2, that's about as good as it gets.
Well, unless they were 18-0, then that'd be even better. And that three is no good.
Thank you,
but
man.
An offensive. I'm sorry. But I mean, you can do better than 16-2. But Harmon puts that back in for two.
Maybe 17-1.
That would also be better. And Patterson gets it to Englehart. Englehart is fouled as he goes to put it in. That foul will be on Nelson.
I'm just glad. You know, never mind.
I'm just glad we're able to spend this time together.
Yeah.
Englehart's first free throw is good.
I was going to say I'm just glad they're not 15-3, but that would mean that they
had lost
that we would wish that they would have won more, which is not what I want. So that's why I didn't say it.
Okay. And Englehart's second.
I should have said I wish they were 15-3.
All right, Englehart's second free throw is good. Cougars down 12 now. And we've been keeping up with them, and we've been consistently down 12 since the start of the game. But ever since those first few minutes, we've been keeping up with them scoring-wise. And that's McNaughton for two. It's up, no good. Clark goes for the rebound, and Nelson hits it out of his hands, out of bounds. Cougar ball. That's Patterson who gets it to Englehart. And Patterson down low for two, and the Cougars down by 10, 27-17. Nice shot there by Patterson, and And a great assist getting him the ball down low. That's Lynn for three. It's up, and that three is good. And so another three for Webster County, and the threes keep falling. And you can tell that's definitely their game plan is to spread the defense out and hit as many threes as possible. And Springer gets it to Englehart. Over to Clark. Clark shoots a three. Oh, and that one just rolls out. Thought that one was good. It's hard to really establish a good three-point game whenever you only have one main three-point shooter, that being Jacob Clark.
I think Isaac Springer has hit a few threes as well.
Well, like
season.
Springer and Bishop will hit a few.
But Clark is our main guy.
Yeah, Clark's the main three-point shooter. And that ball's stripped out of bounds. Possession to the Trojans. Cougars down 13, 30-17. And we're scoring now, but every time we score, they're scoring back. So
Your Cougars trail by 13.
2:33 left to go in the second quarter. And
Yeah.
that's Bishop and Mims checking into the game along with Brady Dame.
We try to have our scoreboard camera up, but
And Brady with another block. That's like 4 on tonight for him. And Camplin drives in, and Patterson swats it out of bounds with 2:12 left to go in the half. And Webster County running out this second quarter. It's gone by quick as they've had some long possessions passing the ball around. And Lynn hits a 2, and he'll go to the line for an and 1. And Coy will check into the game for McNaughton. And so Trojans go up 15. Lynn's free throw is good. Clark thinks about a 3, gets inside, gets to Bishop. Englehart tries to get in, and he'll be fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Englehart usually a pretty consistent free throw shooter. And that first free throw is good. Second free throw, it's good as well. And the Cougars are down 14. Webster County in no rush at all as they take their time getting it across half court. They're getting close to 10 seconds. They finally get it across. Camplin looks to drive, gets it to Allen off a pick and roll. And that's another 2 points for the Trojans. I will say, this Webster County team is quite possibly the best team we've played so far. And Camplin takes it in for 2. And with a record of 16-2, they've had a really good season. Mims gets it to Bishop. To Patterson. Patterson has it stripped from him. Fade away. No good. Rebound Allen for the Trojans. And here comes Camplin bringing it down the court. 54 remaining in the half. 54 seconds. And that's Coy. And that 3 is no good. And as Mims tries to save it, it bounces off Englehart out of bounds. So the Trojans will retain possession. As Springer and Wilkerson check in for Patterson and Clark. 45 seconds left in the half. And Mims with a steal. Here he goes on a fast break. Loses it, and he tries to get it to Springer. It's stolen. And Allen drives 2 points. And the Cougars go down 20. And that's an unexpected swing of momentum, as it looked like the Cougars were getting back in this game after starting out down 16-2. Bishop at the top of the key, 12 seconds to score. Mims takes a three. It's long. And Camplin has the rebound. He's got 4 seconds. That three from Geary is no good. And that'll end the half. The Cougars down 20, 39-19. And it seemed like at the end of the second quarter there, just did not look good for the Cougars, as we were down 10 about halfway through it. And then,
Yeah, I don't know.
a quick 10 unanswered points for the Trojans put us in a bad spot. And so we're the McLean County Sports Network. We'd like to thank our sponsors, B.F. Evans Ford and Buck Creek Baptist Church, and we'll be back with the second half.
And we are back.
And Ethan Morris is with us in the booth. We'll try to keep his mouth shut. Yeah. That's Camplin who gets it over to Allen. Sorry if I'm a little out of breath. I ran up to the booth from the student section. Like full sprint.
Camplin with the ball. I'm not.
That's Lynn who's going to drive in. And that shot's no good. Good defense by Springer. Here comes Clark the other way. He gets it over to Springer. Oh, and that pass to Patterson is just a little high and out of bounds. And the Cougars are down 39-19 starting the second half. That's Camplin bringing the ball up. Who gets it to Allen. Camplin and Allen both have had great games tonight. And that's McNaughton for 2 points. Springer drives, layup, good. 2 points for Isaac Springer. He's had a pretty good game tonight. And I think he may be, no, Clark's our leading scorer. He's definitely second leading scorer tonight. Allen thinks about a three, gets to Lynn, pass inside to McNaughton, stripped away by Englehart. Clark comes up with it. Here come the Cougars. Bishop drives and is fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot two and hopefully break the 20-point deficit we're down by right now. And so Webster will take a timeout as Brady Dame checks into the game, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, B.F. Evans Ford, and we'll be right back. And we're back. If we can get the Ford logo off the, yeah, there we go. And Bishop shoots the first free throw, and it's good.
Not just Ford, B.F. Evans Ford.
Yeah, you
got to give respect.
Get that straight.
Yeah. I know those people.
And the second free throw, it's good as well. So the Cougars down 18, 41-23. And a 20-point deficit is definitely something they can come back from. And that layup is no good. Dame with the rebound, and he'll push it up court. Bishop, he just gets it back to Patterson. Patterson drives in and is fouled. I think that'll be a shooting foul. And Patterson's first free throw is good. Nice to see him hit one as he struggled with free throws this season.
Second free throw is good as well.
And here come the Trojans as they try to beat the press, and Clark goes for a steal. Clark tipped that ball out of bounds, so the Trojan will be taking it out now. Camplin to Geary, over to Harmon. Geary at the top of the key. Inside to Gary, and that's 2 points. Nice pass from Camplin getting it inside to him. Springer gets up the court, gets it to Clark. Over to Dame. Dame to Springer. Springer's going to have an open three, and it's no good. Long rebound. Harmon comes up with it for the Trojans. Here comes Camplin. He looks to drive. Shots up. No good. Rebound Dame. Here comes Clark on a fast break now. He avoids a charge by going around him, and 2 points. Nice play by Clark. And the Cougars are down 16 and slowly cutting away at the deficit. And that's Allen with 2 points. Dame passes over to Patterson. Great pass inside for 2 points and one. Patterson will go to the line to shoot a free throw.
Your Cougars trail by
16.
16.
And the score is 45-29 with 4:27 left in the third quarter. 4:21. Free throw no good. And they're going to call a foul on Springer as he was trying to come up with that rebound. Harmon with the ball now, passes it over to Warren, and here's Camplin who gets it to Geary. Camplin, layup, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Clark as he was just a little bit late getting to the spot. So Camplin will go to the line to shoot two. Cougars down 16, 45-29. And the first free throw is up and off the back of the rim, no good. And Englehart will check in for Springer now. And Camplin's second free throw is good. So the Trojans lead by 17. Patterson looks inside and tries to get it to Englehart. I thought it was tipped. I guess it wasn't. Trojan ball, and it's just been a few bad passes now for the Cougars going out of bounds trying to get it in the post. And the Cougars just need to clean up if they're going to win this, if they're going to come back and win this game. Warren gets it to Allen. Over to Camplin. Camplin with a handoff. He looks to drive. Good defense by Bishop. Allen thinks about a three. Spin move, gets in the paint. He's up, no good. Geary comes up with an offensive rebound, and that's 2 points for the Trojans. Englehart thinks about getting into Patterson. Instead passes out to Bishop. To Englehart in the lane. Up, no good. And here comes Geary for the Trojans. He gets it over. And that's Allen with a nice pass inside. Harmon was trapped there by a couple of Cougars. And Camplin will set up the offense and slow things down. And that's one thing about Webster County. They seem in no rush to score at all. And they've been taking their time on offense, and it's paid off for them. As right now they're up 21, 50-29 with 2:49 left in the third quarter. And we'll be right back, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, Buck Creek Baptist Church. We are the McLean County Sports Network. We'll be right back. And Travis Phillips will be checking into the game for Braden Bishop. And the Cougars not able to get much stops on defense. And after a very bad offensive first quarter, just trailing by 21. And Clark for three. That three is good.
Oh, my. You know he's my cousin.
So the Cougars down 18 now, and despite Clark's valiant effort from the three-point line, still with a large deficit to overcome. Camplin, nice pass inside to Geary. That layup, no good at point-blank range. And Springer beats the press. Brady Dame's going to have a lane to the basket, and he'll be fouled. So that's Brady Dame going to the line to shoot two. And with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left, and we're down 18 with Brady Dame at the line, hopefully we can get within 12 going into the fourth quarter, and then that should
that's reasonable.
We should have a good chance to have a comeback if we're within 12. We just need a big momentum swing here. Down 17 right now.
Yeah, because right now it kind of looks a little bleak, but I mean, if we can just get a few good drives, our spirits will be back up.
Yeah, and with that free throw, we're down 16, which is the lowest deficit we've faced since the first quarter. And that's going to be a wide open layup for Brady Dame. Oh, he tries to dunk it and missed. Dang it. And they're quickly going to take, and they're going to send Mims to take him out of the game. That would have been an easy 2 points on a layup after Dame came up with the steal.
Yeah, I guess he just wanted to give a little morale boost.
Well, yeah, he usually dunks it with ease, but in the excitement of a game, it's a different story, and that's McNaughton for two. Cougars back down 18. And Dame will drive, and he'll be fouled, so he'll go back to the line to shoot two. Hopefully he can make up with that missed dunk with 2 free throws here.
Man.
Yeah, and Dame is one of our he can dunk it pretty consistently. But, like I said, in the excitement of the game, it's a lot harder to do, even if you are wide open. But he does hit the first free throw. I know Coach Lyon was mad at Dame for missing that dunk and not shooting the layup. But I'd keep him in the game because he's playing pretty well right now. And the Cougars are kind of riding him on this comeback. And, that wasn't a smart play there in particular, but he's been able to get things going, especially on defense, able to make a few stops. And that's Campbell who gets it to a wide-open Nelson. Patterson's able to get over there on defense and block the shot. And that ball will be out on Phillips, Trojans ball. Cougars down 16, 52-36. As Allen will check into the game. That's Warren with the ball. He gets it to McNaughton. McNaughton to Allen. And that's McNaughton for three, and that three's no good. Clark unable to come up with the rebound. I thought that should have been a foul on Nelson. He grabbed his arm as they were going for the rebound. And McNaughton will have a chance at another three. Instead, he passes it to Warren. And the Trojans may hold to the last shot here with 40 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's a loose ball. Phillips comes up with the steal, and that's him on a fast break. He loses it. Clark for three. No good. Springer gets the rebound. 9 seconds left to go in the quarter. Patterson down low. He puts it in, and he'll go to the line to shoot two with 5 seconds left in the third. So if he can hit these 2 free throws, we'll be down 14 going into the third quarter.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
Unless the Trojans get a buzzer beater. It's definitely better than being down 20 going into as we started the the half.
I've got a good feeling about this game.
And that first free throw just rattles out. As Harmon checks in for Nelson. The second free throw, it's no good as well. And Springer came up with the rebound, but the whistle sounded. And they're going to call a lane violation, and he's going to shoot another free throw. Which it almost would have been better for the Cougars if Patterson misses that free throw. And so the buzzer sounds, and the Cougars are down 16 starting the fourth quarter. We just got to make some free throws, and we've missed a lot of shots inside we should have made. And so this is the McLean County Sports Network. We'd like to thank Buck Creek Baptist Church, and we'll be back with the fourth quarter. And starting the fourth quarter, your Cougars trail by 16, but it looks like a little change in momentum there in the third quarter. And that's Bishop who drives inside, gets it to Springer. Springer thinks about a three, gets it back to Bishop. And gets it to Phillips. Phillips with the pass inside. And they're going to call a foul on Lynn as he stole it from Patterson there. Webster County's coach not happy about that call. And Patterson will go to the line to shoot one in a bonus as that's the Trojans' seventh foul this half. And the free throw is no good, and another missed free throw. That's 5 in a row for Patterson.
Tonight is just not his night when it comes to free throws.
Well, that's been something he's struggled with all season, and as much as he goes to the line, he's able to get shots inside. And Allen hits a deep three, but as much as pushing the Cougars down 19, but as much as Patterson gets inside, if he could hit his free throws, it would really help out the Cougars.
I feel like that's what I would struggle with, too, if I played basketball was, only being able to rely on me just shooting free throws. I feel like I would struggle with that as well.
I feel like it would be easier because no one's guarding you. And so it'll be Cougars basketball as Springer lets that one go out of bounds. And Clark will check in for Phillips. And I know they're probably upset with Dame for that last decision he made, but I'd put him back in. We were looking good with him out there, and that's when the comeback started. Patterson with the ball now gets to Bishop. And that pass to Patterson is poked out of bounds by Allen. Bishop tries to get it to Patterson. It bounces off a few Trojans. Clark for three, just short off the front of the rim. That one looks good from here.
Champlin with the ball.
And that's Geary inside. He loses the ball. Patterson comes up with it, and here come the Cougars in desperate need of 2 points. Springer, nice move, gets it to Clark, and it's poked out of bounds by the Trojan. Englehart passes into Clark as Dame checked back into the game. Bishop for three. That three's no good. Patterson tried to come up with the rebound. He tries to tip it in. Englehart comes up with it, and it's out of bounds on the Trojans. Cougar ball. Inbound to Clark. Over to Dane. And I know the Cougars are trying to take their time and get a good shot, but there has to be some sense of urgency here as we're down 19. And Harmon will foul Bishop as he goes for a steal.
Yeah, I agree with you, Matthew. There should be a little bit of sense of urgency with down by 19 with 5.5 minutes to go in the game. And
it would be a pretty close game right now if it wasn't for all the missed shots we had in the first quarter. Like, it was point-blank range layups and stuff.
I think that's one of our biggest weaknesses as a team is making our shots. And I know that's kind of what, wins ball games is getting shots in, but I'm not talking about having the opportunity. I'm talking about just getting them in. And especially it's just crazy. And sometimes it just rattles out or just something that just a millimeter of if it was left or right it just seems like we have both bad luck and that's just not one of our strong suits.
Yeah, especially at the free throw line, and when the clock is stopped and you're shooting free throws, that's a great way to get back into ball games. And so with that timeout, we'll take a break, and we'd like to thank BF Evans Ford. We're the McLean County Sports Network. We'll be right back. So we are back. Currently, the Cougars are down 55-38 with 5:28 left in the fourth quarter. And that's Geary. Gets it over to Camplin. He gets it to Allen. Allen thinks about a three. And Allen's ability to shoot the three-pointer has been a problem for the Cougars tonight. As we saw him hit that one that was really deep. And that's just kind of stretched us out on defense. And it's really caused some problems for us. And it's opened and since we have to be out there guarding them at the three-point line, it's opened up easy two-point baskets like the one we just saw there. That's Dame inside. Nice pass to Springer. Goes up. 2 points, no good. Englehart almost with the rebound. McNaughton gets it to Harmon. Patterson goes for a three. Not a three, a steal, and Allen comes up with it. Nice steal by Englehart, and here's Dame on a fast break. He'll just probably shoot this one as a layup. Yeah. So he had a chance at another dunk there, but after missing the first one, he's just going to lay it in.
And I have full confidence that he could have made it. It's just I wouldn't have risked it again. I know Coach White.
Especially after missing the first one. And a big block by Dame. And here come the Cougars on a fast break. And Dame, offensive rebound, puts it in for two. And that's what I said. He may have missed a dunk, but he's playing really well. And there's he scores, gets a block on the other end, then comes back, gets an offensive rebound, and scores again. So I know they may have been mad at him for missing the dunk, but he was playing really well.
Yeah,
And
that's just a crazy little fluke when he misses a dunk like that. I mean,
yeah,
I wouldn't have taken him. I mean, I guess it was supposed to be sort of a punishment, but I just don't think that was the best
time.
the best time or just the best decision.
Yeah, and with that timeout by Webster County, we'll thank Buck Creek Baptist Church and be right back.
American.
And we are back. And that's Harmon with the ball. He gets it down low to McNaughton, and that's Geary for. And we're putting pressure on the ball, but right now it's opening up easy 2-pointers for the Trojans, and I just don't. I think we need to. I think we need to focus our defense down low because they're getting a lot of points. They're getting a lot of points around the basket, especially when we have one guy down there and all they have to do is make a second pass. Dame gets it over to Bishop. Bishop drives, gets it. Oh, and he throws it to Dame out of bounds. As Dame was going the other direction, wasn't expecting a pass. Springer to Patterson, to Dame, to Bishop, and Bishop for 2 points, and he is fouled. So Bishop will go to the line now. Cougars down 17 with 2:56 left in the fourth. And I know we're down 17, but despite the first quarter, really not that terrible of a game for the Cougars. Because,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's been sort of a struggle, but it's not terrible.
I mean, and we're playing a good team, but if we would have just hit the easy shot opportunities we had in the first quarter, I mean, it would be a pretty close ball game right now. We've played with them after that point. We just haven't been able to outplay them and come back, or outplay them to the level we needed to come back, because we won the third quarter, and I don't know about the fourth yet because it's not over. And that'll be a foul on Springer going for that loose ball. But it's just it always seems that the second half we get down to a point where we have a really hard time the rest of the game.
I don't know, Matthew. It's just making our shots. I mean, Logan Patterson, he missed, 5 free throws in a row, and I'm not saying that to, be hard on him. I'm just saying that we just need to work on our shots a little more. And
like shots we should make, like layups and stuff that you don't think about missing. Like one time I went ahead and said 2 points for the Cougars, and then it didn't go in.
Yeah.
Because it was just a wide open block shot.
Cougars are down by 14, which might be the closest it's been since the first quarter.
I think we were down 14 in the third too.
Oh.
But the same score. And that's McNaughton for a while. And we're putting pressure. I just said that we're putting pressure on the ball out front, and it's opening wide open block shots for the Trojans down low.
It really does look like we're playing almost adults, Matthew. They're just big.
They got some big guys out there. And Clark looks to drive. He puts it up, and it just rolls out. That was almost a really good move as he was heavily contested. And that's Harmon on a fast break. Patterson goes for a block, and Harmon is fouled hard. So he'll go to line to shoot 2 free throws. Cougars down 61-45 with 1:26 left to go.
Man, he hit the ground hard.
Yeah, I know. Patterson was going for the block there and got him with the body. And Harmon's first free throw is good. And the second free throw is good as well. So Cougars back down 18. And, like, we get a few points and it swings a few back the other way. And it's been this way since the first quarter. Like, we got down early, and then it's been about the same. It's been about the same deficit since then. And that pass to Springer rolls off his hip out of bounds. Good look from Patterson. And it probably would have resulted in 2 points if he caught it just a little bit behind him. And that's Camplin, and he's fouled by Englehart, so he'll go to line. No, never mind. That's not the bonus yet. He will not go to the line. But there's 48 seconds left in the game, and the Cougars are down 18. And that's Austin checking into the game for the Trojans. And Englehart picks up another foul as he was guarding Lynn there. One more foul. The Trojans will be shooting the bonus. And I don't think those were intentional fouls there. I mean, I know whenever it's late in the game and you're down, you start to foul. I think he just fouled him, and that's another foul on Clark. And so Harmon will shoot one of the bonus free throws here. And that's Duncan checking into the game for the Trojans. And that first free throw is good, so he will shoot a second. Cougars down 19. And it looks like Bub Johnson checking in for Clark. And Arnold in for the Cougars, along with Andrew Brackett, number 33, out there. I think this is for the first time tonight we have the tallest guy on the court. And Bub takes a three. It just rattles out.
Yeah, I'd say you're right there, Matthew. Man,
And
he is
Bishop
tall.
on a fadeaway gets it. Clark and Brackett unable to come up with the rebound. Trojan ball with 14 seconds left. And they're probably going to let the clock run out here as Phillips checks in for Bishop. Yeah, and so the clock's just going to run out, ending this ball game unless the Trojans try to score, which I doubt will happen. And so the Cougars fall to the Webster County Trojans, 65-45. This is the Clay County Sports Network. Make sure to like and subscribe. And
we're supposed to be back Friday unless anything happens. But yeah, you should be hearing us Friday from Caldwell County, I believe.
yeah, we're going to Caldwell County Friday. And I know we also have another home game coming up too, pretty soon.
Is it this week?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe.
I think it was scheduled later. This is a game that was scheduled later.
So it would have
because
to
we
have
didn't
been
have 30
Thursday.
games. Yeah, so maybe Thursday or something. I don't know, but that's it for this game against Webster County. And make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll know when we're going live. And this is McLean County Sports Network. Thanks for watching.